You know, at the burning of the Amazon, that's an astounding statement that we're seeing. And it's proving how stupid the human species is. It's validating that humans are the most destructive, the most ignorant of probably the history of species in the world has ever seen. To destroy everything. Humans are like a cancer on this planet. Humans are so ignorant. They're burning, destroying the very thing that keeps them alive. It's amazing. Now here we sit. It's a spring day, summer day out here. You know, we all try and rationalize it away and try and say good things. But all we're seeing is predominantly a continuation of ignorance. Look at every religion. All these dark age religions still holding on to the gross stupidities of myth. You can hear the traffic and the work going on, humans in activity. And every day, industry throughout the world is pumping hundreds of thousands of tons of poisons and toxins into your atmosphere, in your air. And supposedly, you know, you're supposed to believe that, gosh, it just doesn't make a difference. Oh, no, it just, oh, shoot, no. Oh, boy. How ludicrous is that? And every, you know, throughout this countries, hundreds of thousands of tons of garbage, plastic, is being dumped into your oceans, water of all types. And you're supposed to believe, oh gosh, it doesn't make any difference. And all of it's piling up to prove that humans are the worst species to come down the pipe of evolution and development. Completely, oh boy, what can you say? Destroying the very planet, the very resources that keep humans, let alone everybody else, alive. And it's all based on this grotesque economic system. So you can call it anything you want. You can call it capitalism, communism, socialism. You can call it king and premiers and dictators, and doesn't matter. They've all throughout history have been the same. A dictatorship over you to validate and empower just a little group with a lot of money, while you are supposed, the vast majority of you, are just to live and die and join the military and go out and die for the rich, die to keep industry and corporate profits going. Remember, we already trying to forget, of course, propaganda machines want to forget the Bush-Cheney era, who illegally, criminally invaded Iraq, the wreck in Iraq. And we looked at the reality, at the truth. We find, as Alan Greenspan stated, he was former head of the Federal Reserve, he openly stated, well, the truth is the invasion of Iraq was really only about oil corporate profits. Your sons and daughters got their arms and legs blown off for the profits of corporations. How about that? Over and over throughout history, that's been the same scenario. now, in one of the most amazing statements, the Amazon is burning. Humans are so stupid. The Amazon is burning. And that's a very powerful, obvious statement of the fraud and disaster that is all of the Dark Age religions and all of the corporate economic structure that pervades the world. The religion aspect, of course, is the disaster of overpopulation, lack of education, intentional ignorance that religion has promoted. And throughout Latin America, that is primarily the evangelical Christians and the Catholic Church. So you get this mass of people in poverty, desperate poverty, needing some kind of income. Where, how? And you mix that in with a very slimy, corporate, criminal, so-called government structure that is just completely rife with bribery and payoffs and kickbacks for corporate criminals to all pay each other and just call it laws and legislation and everything. And they just put those together, and you see the Amazon itself is burning by humans. By humans. Even in the midst of our intelligence that has found much, we've increased our scientific knowledge, wisdom of the environment, of this whole planetary system of environment. It doesn't matter. The momentum, the domination continues to be in religion and in economics. The grotesque ignorance, intentional folks. In religion, of course, it's for control, social control. Trying to fear-monger you into this fantasy world of hells and gods and judgments and all this crap that is completely fabricated. It's a lie. It doesn't exist. And you got an economic system in partnership with it that keeps you essentially in a neo-slavery-esque situation of suffering. That keeps you dependent on those corporate criminals. So you get a little bit of income, a little bit of money, feed your family. Feed your family with a job that the job itself is poisoning and polluting your family. Poisoning, polluting your water. Poisoning, polluting your air. Your food supply. Humans have proven themselves to me the most ignorant, arrogant, stupid of the species we have seen in history. Maybe, folks, look around. Look at the situation in the world. Look at the Trump criminality. Putin. The disasters you see with India attacking Kashmir and Pakistan and all the angers and all the overpopulation and the criminality. Look at Africa, overpopulated, with big profits available for oil exploration, going to just a few people. And the mass of the population in poverty. Desperate poverty. China, with its dictatorship structure, that the state is more important than you anytime. It's amazing. Everywhere you see it. And everywhere it's the same. Doesn't matter what you call it, structure-wise. Look at the religions. They're all the same too. Promoting this continuation of a mythic ignorance to justify repression. Justify violence. Justify repression of homosexuals. Repression of women. Been used to justify segregation, violence of other groups, other religions. It's insane. It is insane. Well, maybe, if with the Amazon burning as a massive statement, maybe it is too late. Maybe it is the momentum is complete, stupid collapse into a quagmire of overpopulation, grotesque pollution and poison of everything, of police-state terrorism, religious hysteria, blaming everything on the mythic justices of mythic gods. Maybe it is too late.